What's the sweetest lie someone told to help you without you knowing? I was 12 and completely obsessed with this beat-up acoustic guitar hanging in the window of O'Connor's pawn shop. It had this beautiful sunburst finish, even though the edges were chipped and the tuning pegs were tarnished. The price tag said $150, which might as well have been $1 million to my single mom who was working double shifts at the diner just to keep our lights on. Every single day after school, I'd take the long way home just to stop by that window. I'd press my nose against the glass and imagine myself playing it. Sometimes I'd even air guitar along to songs in my head while staring at it. Mr. O'Connor, the owner, would see me through the window and give me a little wave, but he never came outside to talk. My mom knew about my obsession. I'd mention that guitar at least 3 times every dinner, describing how I was going to learn Stairway to Heaven and start a band called the Thunderbolts. She'd just smile and say, "Maybe someday, baby," in that voice parents use when they're trying not to crush your dreams but also can't promise anything. One Tuesday in October, I walked by after school and my heart completely shattered. There was a bright red "Sold" sticker plastered right across my guitar. I pressed my face against the glass, feeling like someone had punched me in the stomach. Some rich kid probably walked in with their parents' credit card and bought my dream without even thinking about it. For 2 weeks, I took a different route home. I couldn't bear to see that empty spot in the window where my guitar used to hang. I'd go to bed thinking about how I'd never get another chance like that. Then my mom surprised me on a random Thursday evening. She was practically bouncing with excitement when I got home from school, still wearing her diner uniform with the coffee stains. "Close your eyes and sit on the couch," she said, grinning wider than I'd seen in months. "I have something special for you." When I opened them, there was my guitar. Same sunburst finish, same worn frets, same little scratch near the sound hole. I literally started crying and couldn't stop. "Mom, how did you possibly afford this? I thought someone bought it. I've been saving every single tip from work for months," she said, tears in her own eyes. "And I got really lucky. Found this exact same model at a different pawn shop across town. The guy there said it was identical to one that used to be at O'Connor's place. Even had the same little scratch." I hugged that guitar like it was going to disappear. I named it Sunny because of the sunburst finish. I played it every single day for the next 5 years, taught myself dozens of songs, started a garage band with my friends called Broken Dreams, and eventually got good enough to earn a music scholarship to college. That guitar literally changed the entire trajectory of my life. Last month, I went back to my hometown for my mom's birthday and decided to visit Mr. O'Connor to thank him for letting me stare at that guitar all those years. His shop was closing down after 30 years in business, and he was packing everything into cardboard boxes. "That guitar in your window changed my life," I told him while helping him pack. "It inspired me to learn music and pursue my dreams." Mr. O'Connor stopped packing and looked at me with the sad, knowing smile. He set down a box of old jewelry and really looked at me. "Your mother was so worried about you back then," he said quietly. "She came into my shop one afternoon, crying. Said you walked by every day staring at that guitar, but she couldn't afford it no matter how many double shifts she worked. She begged me to hold it, but I knew she'd never have the money." My stomach dropped. "Wait, what do you mean?" "I told her it was sold to protect her feelings, but I promised I'd keep looking for another one just like it. Then I spent 2 hours cleaning that same guitar, restringing it, polishing every inch, and tuning it perfectly. Sold it to her for $20 and told her I found it at another shop across town. I even roughed up the case a little to make it look different." I stood there speechless, realizing the beautiful truth. My mom had lied to protect my pride, telling me she could afford it with her saved tips. Mr. O'Connor had lied to protect my mom's pride, letting her think she was paying a fair price for a different guitar. 2 strangers had conspired to make one kid's dream come true, and I'd never known until that moment.